Hello there, welcome to writing class. This class is very special for you. This class is especially for your reading. Okay, how you can score 40 on 40 in your IELTS reading. Okay, so let's get started. So this is one of the tips I have used for my IELTS exam, and I have scored a band of 9 on 9. So of course I believe you nothing is impossible for you guys as well. So what is my first tip I have used here is that I have used keywords. Okay, keywords. What are keywords? First you will understand what are keywords and how you can use keywords in your IELTS reading to get band 49 or 40 on 40. Okay, so let's move to the passage first. So this is the passage I am going to discuss with you guys. First you have to understand what your passage is about. Okay, here the passage title is about the Guardian's newspaper's travel photography competition. So what is about? It is a kind of Guardian newspapers photography competition. You got it? So always go for your passage heading. Okay, that is very important. So you got the passage heading. Let's move to the questions now. So there are, as you know, that there are different kinds of questions for your reading. It can be true, false, not given, or it can be multiple choice questions, titles, and then there is fill in the blank. So there are different questions and it depends. Okay, but however I would like to say about about the questions about true, false, or not given. Okay, this is one of the commonest question, and all the papers you will get questions like this. Okay, and first what I said about the keyword, see the question first. This is the first year that the Guardian has run a travel photography competition. So can you guess what is the keyword here? So of course it's a first year. And what it is of course it is about the Guardian's photography competition. So you understand thoroughly what is a keyword, and when you read the keyword you understand what the question is. Okay, so when you read, this is the first year that the Guardian has run a travel photography competition, that means this is the very first year. Okay, whether the information is given in your passage exactly like this, then only you can write true. If the information is there but it is not in that specific context what the text is saying or the question is saying, then it means it's false, and there is nothing is about in this particular statement, then this is not given. So what I am saying that when you get a question like this, some people write instead of true they write T, instead of false they write F, instead of not given, so what they write is NG. Okay, so what happened here, when you practice this way, writing this way, you will lose your mark for this. Okay, you cannot write like this. Okay, always you have to stick to the full form. I mean, if you want to write it is true, write true. If you want to write it is false, go for false. If you want to write it is not given, so go for not given. Not like this in short form. You got it? And one more additional tip I would like to add here. If you are writing, if your question is like yes, no, or not given. Okay, suppose the question is this way, not given. So what you should do is that you cannot write. Okay, if the question is yes, you have to mention yes only, not true, not true. This is wrong. Okay, if the question they have asked about yes or no, not given, you have to exactly state these words only, not this true, false, not given. You got it? So you have to understand the essence of a question. That is very important. Okay, suppose the question is asking about in question it is no, you cannot write false. Okay, if you write false in your answer, this is absolutely wrong. I hope you understood. Okay, Again, I will move to another question and then I'll tell you how you can find the keyword. The end of the year exhibition is London is free for the public. Okay, what they are saying, there is an end of exhibition in London is free for the public. That means during the end, the exhibition is free for the public. So go for these words. This is your keyword. Okay. So what about this question number 5? What is the keyword? Can you just understand? This is about the trip to Swedish land play will not only be offered to one winner. Okay, what they are saying, their trip is given to only one winner. Only the winner gets the trip to Swedish Lapland. You got it? So understand thoroughly your keywords. Let's move to the another question here. I'll move to this question. Okay. Here what it is about, just one word only. Okay, understand, this is just one word only. And what your passage states about a case study of risk assessment for general office cleaning. Okay, so this is just about a case study. You got it? And then when it comes to your passage, you have to understand this is one word only. Okay, and always stick to your word limit. Okay, and then what happens, stages followed by managers in carrying out risk assessment. So this is about the stages they have described. And then what is the keyword? He talked to health and safety. And what he talked about safety. Okay, this is your keyword. Understand the keyword and guess what comes here. Guessing is very important. Okay, sometimes it can be a name, it can be a kind of adjective, noun, or anything. Okay, just can be a number. Okay, anything it could be. So the next, the dash example clear walkways. So what is about? At a meeting, he talked to the client about dash. So something he talked. Okay, that's your keyword. What it is that? So first one is about policy of the company, and second is what? Something about the clear walkways. So go for the keyword there and jot your answers over here. That's very crucial for this purpose. And then procedures to be followed in case of a dash. What suppose in case of some situation, it can be a you can say some kind of situation is there, so you have to understand that situation. That's it. So that is about the keywords in this particular stages kind of questions. And then let's move to the another kind of questions. Then again I'll exactly tell you how you can clearly understand your keywords. Okay, here also they have asked about just one word only, so you can opt for one word. And then some companies prefer to interview job applicants digitally because of lower dash. So what is your keyword here? That some companies is a common word, prefer to interview job applicants. So they are saying about interview. Okay, interview is the keyword because what? Why they are preferring to interview contestants digitally? Because of lower dash. Lower what? So go for the keyword, because this is the same tip I have used for my IELTS, and this is really a wonderful tip. And if you really practice with these keywords, and I am very sure about you are going to get your band 9. Okay, even if you are not a good listening or good listener or good speaker, or even you are not good at English, still you can score band 9 in listening. It is not hard at all. It's all about the tactics, tips, and your schema for your exam. That's it. This is what I have used for my IELTS. And this is another passage. It's about turning up your leadership skills. So this passage I am reading academic. Okay, you know the difference. In academic you will just get exactly only 3 passages. Okay, when it comes to general, okay, when it comes to general, you will have either 4 or 5 passages. Okay, but this will be comparatively easier when it comes to general reading. But when it comes to academic reading, it is just 3 passages. However, the passages can vary in difficulty. I could say that, maybe passage 1, I can say, like, passage 1 can be, for example, kind of easy. Okay, one passage can be, passage 2 can be moderately easy. Okay, it can be moderate. And what about the passage 3 can be kind of hard, or just above moderate difficult, or something like that. So what happens, like, it is your decision to understand which passage you should attend. Okay, because I always go for the easy one first, because when you spend a lot of time in moderately difficult or hard task, you are going to lose your time for this. Okay, because you won't get more time for reading. Exactly, you will get 20 minutes for each passage, and together you will get just 1 hour. Okay, so you have to manage the time, and if you spend just 10 minutes on this first easy passage, you are going to save more time on these 2 tasks. Okay, so that's my opinion for this task. And of course, I just practice using the same tip only, and I always go for the first and the easy one, and then I'll move to the moderate, and then I'll move to the hard one. So when I spend in passage for first, when I spend almost, I think I'll spend about 10 minutes, and then for the second passage I'll get more than 25 minutes instead of 20 minutes. And here also I'll get more time, because every passage, third passage also, I'll get almost 25 minutes. So that means I can really execute very well with the my reading. So that's why I scored 40 on 40, and this is not an unachievable score. Of course, you can score. Always go for your keywords. That's the best tip you could ever use. Okay, this is the best tip I have ever used, and I found really helpful. And thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.